Face down, ass up. That's the way we like to fuck. Face down, ass up. That's the way we like to fuck.
What is up, guys? It's Guy. It's been a while since I made a video. It's because I've been contemplating on whether to make this account, and I decided to make this account. It's a BM that I'm gonna start making. Yes, I joined the bandwagon. You know, yell at me, whatever fuck you guys want. But I did quit the Mihile. If whatever you guys are wondering, why I'm not playing it anymore, it's because it's really bad bossing. Like, it's really garbage. Like, my asshole does better like bossing than the fucking Mihile. Like, they're really bad at CRA, first of all, because they have like no DPS, and they're really up close and front and personal because of the 4 assault pincer attack, which is their main attack, to be honest. And it's really bad. Like, this is horrible. So I just quit my Mihile. So I'm gonna start working on the BM. And yeah, so this is my Gaesquad guy. Luckily I had the name, so I'm really happy to train this account. So this is gonna be a new series. I'm sorry for those of you who are like really looking forward to like the Windia man playing the Mihile, but I'm not gonna play the Mihile anymore. Whoever is like here for the Mihile, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna start playing BM now. It's just, I don't know. When I first played Maple, I always wanted to play a BM. Oh, well, like, it was a BM, then I switched over to a Sin because everyone played a freaking Assassin. The best class was the Syndit. Oh my god. If you guys remember Syndit, they were the best fucking class to play. But yeah, so this is gonna be my new class, a BM. I'm gonna start funding it and stuff, you know, etc. So please don't hate me too much. But yeah, but with the BM, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna boss a lot now. Mihile is just impossible to boss. Like, I'm gonna repeat this like over and over again, how horrible fucking bossers they are. They're just really bad at bossing. But BMs, they're getting a revamp. Even with the revamp, if you guys know about the revamp that's gonna happen, KMS opened the thing. I think it's Orange Mushroom thing website, whatever they have it. I'll probably link it down if you guys don't know what it is. But I'm Korean, so I know how to read the Korean KMS patches. But for those of you who are not Korean, you guys can look that up and see what the revamps are going to happen. BMs are getting a crazy revamp. Like, it's ridiculous. I think Kenny, one of Paste Wrong, said to me, or said to everyone, or whatever he said that they're going to be able to solo C-Vel with a 1 mil range clean, I think that's what he said, or 1 mil range in general, which is freaking god tier. Like, that's amazing. Like, Mihiles, you can't even do that. Even with the revamp, I've looked into the revamp and of course, like, thought about it. Like, Mihiles are not gonna get like they're gonna get a revamp, but it's not super strong. Like, the 4-man anal pincer attack is just not gonna be like enough, to be honest. They're getting more lines of attack, but like, it's so close and personal that I don't know. It's just really hard with the Mihile. I mean, like, if you guys are gonna main a Mihile, go ahead. Like, but I've tried it and I really don't like it, and I really don't like to play a class that it's really I don't know. It's not hard. It's just really boring. To me, it's boring. I really like ranged class. To be honest, ranged class are like my favorite. Warrior class were like, they're fun to play. They're really kind of easy to fund, but at the same time, they get really boring. Yeah, so I really like range classes, so it was either a Sin or a Nightwalker or whatever, but I really don't like Nightwalkers, to be honest. They're too overplayed. Well, I shouldn't be saying that since BMs are going to be overplayed, but they're just too boring now. Nightwalkers, I think their backstep is going to get, or like, it's kind of like a backstep. It's kind of getting nerfed. I think there's a cooldown on it, which is yeah, that's the only thing I liked about Nightwalkers and Shades too. They have the backstep move, which is really fun to play, like really fun to like use. I don't know why. It's really fun. But yeah, so I'm just gonna make a BM from now. But yeah, so hope you guys can like really support me on this. I understand if you guys want to unsubscribe and not watch another BM. Yeah, it's just whatever. But I mean, I like to play this class. I always wanted to, but you know, never had the full support of others. And yeah, so like, I talked to Melvin and Alan and everyone, and they're like, yeah, you should. Why not just play BM? And talk to Kenny and everyone else too. So I don't know. BM seems a lot of fun to me. This is to me. This is my own opinion. So I'm gonna start maining in BM. The other topic. So I bought a new mic. It was a Blue Yeti mic. It was I got it on Amazon. It was a really good deal. It was like $130. And I was like, oh man, I gotta get this because, as y'all know, Blue Yeti mics are really fucking amazing at recording. Right now, if you guys are wondering what I'm recording on, like the audio, it's my Logitech, yeah, that's how you pronounce it, I think. Logitech headsets, the G350, I don't know. I think that's what it's called, but around there, that's what it's called. So I'm using that to record. The audio quality is okay, but like when it compares to the Blue Yeti, it's just you can't compete. But the problem I'm having with the Blue Yeti at the moment is when I record the audio, there's it works perfectly fine. Like, don't get me wrong, it just there's the crackling noises that pops up. I do have a pop filter for it though, but like I don't know, like it's just not working. Like every time I say a P word or something with the high, like, you know, the high well, I don't know how to pronounce it, but like with like, you know what I mean, like with a P word or something like sky or something like that. The words that you put a lot of emphasis on, that's what I should say. Yeah, words you put a lot of emphasis on, they're just like, it just makes a crackling noise and it's really annoying. I don't know what to do at this point because I've been looking it up like crazy, like how do I fix this? Like legit, I spent like 3 hours on trying to how to fix it, but there's like nothing. Like, oh my god, it's really frustrating. People are saying get a new USB port. I'm thinking about it, but probably I'm gonna need to call the Blue Yeti support faggots who sold me this mic and say, hey, yo, your mic sucks dick. Help me fix this shit. But yeah, I'll probably have to get in contact with them, ask them how to fix the crackling noise because it's getting really annoying at this point on me. I spent $130. You know what $130 can do for me? That could get me Alan's $300 steak, but like 1/4 of it. Not even 1/4, maybe like, yeah, 1/4. No. I'm doing my math wrong. 1/3 of it. Yeah, let's say 1/3. Yeah, 1/3 of Alan's fucking $300 steak that he eats every day. Yeah, this is really sad. But hopefully I'll get that fixed and my audio would be fucking amazing. But until then, you guys have to deal with my crappy mic, I guess, for the time being. Okay, I gotta tell you guys the story where at the point where I wanted to quit the Mihile, I actually really wanted to quit Maplestory. The reason why I really wanted to quit Maplestory is because it got really repetitive and it's really boring and the Mihile couldn't boss. So then I was like, you know what, Maplestory is just not my thing anymore. And I was about to give up on the YouTube channel. But then like so many of you started like subscribing like out of nowhere. It's just like at 100, like 1 subscribers, like yeah, this is whatever, you know. But like in my mind I was like, oh man, what about the people like who are watching my videos and like they really enjoy it. And a lot of you guys actually come up to me or whispered me if I smega stuff and like that, or you guys come to the HQ and like, hey, I really like your videos, it really makes my day. Or like, oh, you're so funny with your friends. Like that really like kind of inspires me a lot, to be honest, to make more videos. And because of that, like I had a like long time like think about it. I thought about it for like a week or so. Yes, that's a long time. Week is a long time for me, okay? That's a really long time. I was thinking about it. I was like, man, I really want to make videos for you guys, but at the same time, I'm getting really bored of this game. So then I was like, you know what? Mihile's just not my thing. Maybe I should start thinking of a new class. And then, I guess the new class, if you guys don't know, there's a new class that's coming out. It's a mage, I think, which is a kineticist. I think I'm pronouncing it wrong, but I always pronounce stuff wrong. But that's a new class that's coming out. It's a mage. It looks really cool. I saw the I play KMS because, you know, I'm Korean and I have to follow my Korean traditions. No, I'm just joking. But I play KMS sometimes. Like I just go in there to see what's up new, you know, what's gonna happen and stuff like that. KMS, it's a really cool class, to be honest. It's really awesome. The only downside is like it's gonna have the highest DPS in my opinion, because if you saw the preview, didn't make the new class in KMS yet. I probably will sooner or later, but that new class DPS, it's really good. Like the force drop skill, I forgot what it's called. It has a really, it's the highest DPS I think, but it's really cool. But the only thing is that class, the new class, it has like a recharge. You have to recharge it. It feels like the Angelic Buster where you have to recharge to use some skills. It's kind of like that. They don't use MP. They use this kind of like a kinetic ability. Like it's like here, but it's like bars. So I mean, if you guys really want to check it out, like see what it is, I think KMS. I think on YouTube KMS people posted like 1 through 4 job like they always do. So like you can see what it looks like, but yeah, mage is that's gonna be a new mage class, which looks pretty cool. I'm probably gonna make it to see what it's like. I'm not gonna main it though, but I'm gonna probably see what it's like. If it's a cool link skill, I'll probably do it too for link mule. But yeah, that's a new class coming out. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, back to the topic where I said, oh, I was gonna quit. Yeah, I was gonna really quit, but then you guys and some of my friends, you know, they're like, oh man, you should just like make a new class and play, don't quit. I was like, oh man, you know, that really got to me. But then a lot of you started coming to me and like, hey man, we like your videos and stuff, make more. And I was like, oh man, okay, you know, I'm just doing this for you guys. I really do not want to quit Maple because it's fun, but like, you know, it gets boring at some point, like every other game that you play. So I mean, that's why I made a new class at BM, and I hope I really like this class is gonna be really fun in my opinion. It's range, and I really like range classes. First of all, that's a plus. BM, I always wanted to do it, but I never fully committed to it until now. So I'm gonna make a BM, and yeah, that's the cool stuff with Delio. But yeah, and if you guys really have any like suggestions on what you guys really want to see, or like what I should improve on, just leave a comment down below. Yeah, but like if you guys really don't like something, you know, just say it. I don't really care. Like I read all you guys' comments. Don't get me wrong. I read your comments. Some are trolls, but like most of them are like really I guess really nice, you know, quote unquote nice. Some people say, oh, you're so funny, which is awesome. I like to entertain people. That's my job. Not a stripper, not like a stripper, okay? Not like an entertainer stripper, but I like to entertain people. Yeah, that's like bringing laughter into the community is just an awesome thing to do, you know? It's just like, oh, someone might be down for that day, and then you just like make them laugh. That laugh could just change their day. So that's really cool. Thing to do, and I think that I am doing an awesome job. Hopefully I'm doing an awesome job. But I lost topic. I've been saying so much stuff that I forgot what to say. Suggestions, I said that. Oh yeah, I'll tell you about my day today. My day was, I was swimming at a pool. Okay, it was raining. Like Saturday. Yes. Okay, Saturday. Let me talk about Saturday. Saturday, my friends, before Saturday came, we decided to go to the beach. We're like, oh yeah, let's go to the beach. You know, we go to the beach often. Zuma Beach is where we go. It's a really nice, clean beach. That's how we like it. If you go to like Santa Monica or something like that, it smells really like bad. It smells like ass, like in the beach. You know those ass-smelling beaches? Yeah, I don't like to go to those because it makes me hurl. Makes me want to feel like I want to throw up and shit. So I really don't like to go to those beaches. But Zuma Beach is like the really nice, clean beach, and they have really nice waves. I don't surf. Don't get me wrong, I don't surf. I'd like to go in the ocean and just like fucking swim in there and like ride the wave, you know, with my friends. But then like. But yeah, we were about to go to the beach on Saturday, but then it started fucking raining, and then like a thunderstorm, like, oh, it was like crazy, and they're like, fuck, we can't go. So like, and then we had to pick up our black friend Tafasi. The reason why like it was like the perfect day to go is because like our friend, like, he's moving away, but like he's really far, like, oh god, it's like an hour drive to get to him, like 2-hour trip to back and forth, which is really kind of a hassle. But like, you know, we really love him, and like he's a really nice guy, but you know, that drive is a bit too much. Oh shit, it's a bit too much. But so we picked him up. Oh, well, like my friend Mark picked him up, and then we're like, ah, fuck, what do we do now? We ordered Pizza Hut. Oh my god. Talking about Pizza Hut, man, that's like freaking hemorrhoids. I get bloody shits every time I eat that, but I still eat it because it's good. But they had like the new was it cheese crust like thing, the little dip. I don't know what it's called. It's like a cheesy bites. That's what it's called, cheesy bites. So they have a little new cheesy bites, which is, oh my god, it's fucking amazing. It's like the most genius. And then like, did you know that you can make a custom pizza? Like, yo, of course you guys know you can make a custom pizza. But like, there's like this garlic parmesan something prego sauce, whatever. It's the best fucking sauce. If you guys don't know what it is, you guys have to try it. Like, it's so fucking, it's mouth-watering. Like, I feel like Andrew Zimmerman, if you guys don't know who that is, he's like from Bizarre Foods. He just eats like everything, like to ball sacks, to like, oh my god, to testicles. Oh, it's, the way he eats it and describes it, it just sounds so delicious, but you would never eat it. But either way, like, I got that pizza, and then like my friends came over, like, fuck, I wanted to eat the pizza by myself, now I gotta share. So I had shared that whole pizza, and then we ordered, like, we didn't order, but I had leftover like steak patties, well, not steak, hamburger patties from 4th of July, and then I cooked those, so we made hamburgers and pizza. So it was like, oh my god, we got like fat, but it was okay. It was totally worth it. We started eating, and then we started watching MLG videos, man. They're the funniest shit in the world. MLG, oh my god, people are genius who make this fucking videos. And we started watching MLG videos, and like, hey, we just have a crazy idea. Let's go swimming when it's raining and there's about to be a thunderstorm. You know, that's a genius idea, you know. So we're like, yeah, let's go, man. We had like, you know, like YOLO. So then we went to the fucking pool in my area, which is like 10 minutes up. So we drove up there, and then there's like people there. It's like surprising there were people there on a fucking rainy day. Like, who would ever thought? Like, they're having a party. I'm like, why would you have a party? In my mind, I was like, why would you have a party at a thunderstorm? You know, that just doesn't click. But I guess they did have a party outside. Like, it's an open pool, so it's a, I'm like, the logic, but our logic, so too, so like, whatever. So it was raining, and then we're fucking in the pool, and we're like, oh, it's so fun, you know. And then all of a sudden, like, the fucking like thunderstorm started happening, and we're like, oh shit. And there's this like security guy. He just runs to us. He's like, sir, you need to get out of the pool right now. And we're like, what? Why? He's like, sir, there's a thunderstorm happening. I'm like, we know it's a thunderstorm. It's not fucking lightning. He's like, no, sir, you need to get out of the pool right now before anything changes. We're like, oh, such a faggot. So then, like, we got out of the pool. And it was fucking cold. This was the worst idea we ever did. Like, it was raining. It was pouring, like, so fucking hard. Like, oh my nips were so, like, rock hard solid that, you know, in Family Guy where Peter Griffin squeezed, like, what's that, orange juice out of his nipples? That was, like, at to that point. So, like, squeezing, I was like, oh my god, my nipples are so hard, like I have a boner, you know, it's cold, you have a boner, it happens, okay, girls, if any girls are watching this, it's a guy thing. I'm pretty sure all the guys can vouch for me. But then we're like, oh man, we gotta go. So we're in the car, drove back home, and then yeah, we fucking drove back home, we relaxed a bit, watched more MLG videos, and then we went home. They went home, and it was a really sad day. Because we didn't go to the beach, which was our #1 priority, because the beach would have been fucking awesome. We would have gone to the beach, ate Korean barbecue, oh god, that would have been the best. But, you know, it's not so bad as an alternative, just whatever. But after that, but yeah, that's what happened, and then I stayed home, playing Maple, crying to myself because I was so lonely. No, I just talked to Melvin Allen after that. Yeah, so it was pretty fucking hilarious. Not hilarious, I should say. It was pretty fucking bad day. Not really a bad day. It's just like, it's a disappointed day. That's what I should say. Disappointed day. So just like sitting in my room, like, man, what do I do now? The whole plan was just go to the, what the fuck? The whole plan was, what the hell? This guy's like fucking alien. Leave me alone. So the whole plan was just like, you know, hang out with my friends, but it didn't work out. But hopefully we'll go to the beach again. That's what I would really like to do, go to the beach again and have fun with my friends. I really like the beach. I just don't like driving there because it's the hassle of too many bad drivers. It's like 2 hours away from me, so I mean, it's a good thing to do once in a while. But yeah, that's my beach. Well, that's not my beach. That's like the almost failed beach story, I should say. Pretty much sucked. the end. But yeah. Oh yeah, and then I had to drive to school. Oh my god, I'm commuting now from like I used to dorm. Not dorm. I used to have an apartment with my friend that I used to share. My friend, he lives like 30 minutes away from college that I go to. So it's like, they're like, fuck. He doesn't want to do the apartment anymore because he lives so close. He can just commute. And I'm like, you fucking asshole. And like, I don't want to like live with a Randy because like I had so many stories of my friends having gay black roommates or like gay people. Like, I don't have nothing wrong with gay people. Don't get me wrong. Like, they just do whatever they want. You guys can do whatever you want. I accept everyone. It's just that just don't come near me and just rub my dick a little, you know. I don't want, you know, tickle my penis or grope me or anything. Yeah, I just like to talk to anyone. I accept everyone the way it is, but just, you know, it's gonna be really awkward if you're not gay and you live with a gay guy. You know, it's just like, hey man, you just come out of the shower swinging your schlong around. Yes, I do swing my schlong around, and after I go in the shower, it just feels amazing. You know, just like just going naked in your own apartment and your roommate's gay. It's like, it's gonna be awkward because you know he's gonna be staring at your fucking dick all day, and you're like, huh. And then like, there's a fear of me getting raped by him at nighttime. I'm not saying gay people rape you. I'm just saying like it would be really awkward. Yeah, that's the thing. It'd be really awkward. So I'd rather just not like go into that zone of like, no. I'm like, no, just don't come near me. Well, they can come near me, just don't grope me or rape me or do anything naughty to me. But yeah, so now I have to commute. It's like a fucking hour away, so it's a 2-hour drive. And my classes are like horrible. Like they're horrible. Like they're like, oh no, this class is gay. But like this is driving there is gonna be gay because driving there it takes like an hour. Don't get me wrong, there's gonna be fucking traffic there too, so it's probably like 2 hours because 7 o'clock traffic is the most ridiculous fucking traffic you'll ever have to face. So that's the traffic that we're gonna have to deal with, but it's not too bad, hopefully. I drove there like a couple of times to see how it's like on traffic days. It's pretty bad, but it's like, you know, if you have music on, it should be fine. But yes, that is how it goes. Now I'm gonna have to commute. It's gonna take me 2 hours. Oh yeah, then my school, since it's a private Christian school. If you guys don't know what school I go to Azusa Pacific University. And if you're wondering what major I am, I was psychology major, but now I am fucking poli-sci major. Why poli-sci? Why switch to poli-sci? Because I love fucking law. Law is like the most interesting thing in my life. Like my brother's a lawyer now, or he's a DA, but he's in the army right now. Doing shit. So I mean, like, it's really cool what he's doing. But like the law has always been like intriguing to me. Like psychology was like, oh, that's a cool thing. Like, don't get me wrong, human mind is like fucking fascinating. Like it's so amazing like what the human mind can do. It's just that when it gets to the science part, I hate science with a burning passion. I remember in fucking physics class in high school, AP physics, I was about to rip my dick into like 5 pieces. That class was so boring. Like, you'd be like in class, you're like, oh man, shit, I got this shit. It's so easy. You know, you learn the formulas, and then when it comes to the actual fucking homework or test, you're just staring at it. You're like, what the fuck did I just learn? Like, you apply everything, and you're like, shit, this doesn't work. I'm doing something wrong. And you do like 50 times. You spend like fucking 5 hours on one fucking like problem, and you cry to yourself like, I'm never gonna fucking get this. And then you're just staring at people who major in that shit. You're like, what the fuck? How do you understand this? Like, legit, you have to have like a fucking fourth dimensional mind just listening to that shit, but to understand that shit. But I would never. I hate science. That's because I hate science because I just suck at science, and I just don't find it really fun. I mean, whatever you guys, if you guys like science, go, cheers to you. And if you're good at it, cheers to you. But yeah. I think I ran out of stuff to talk about because the other stories I'll probably talk about in my other videos too. But before we end this wonderful, delicious video, I'll tell you a little about myself. I am, my real name, okay, this is how it goes. Sky is my Korean name. The reason why I prefer people call me Sky, my real name is Josh, first of all, Josh. The reason why I like people to call me Sky is because if you go in like, you know, any class you go to, there's at least like 5 fucking Joshes, or like Johns, or like Alex, or like Andrew, and you're like, and then when teacher's like, Josh, can you please solve this problem? And you just stand up and she's like, oh, I mean the other Josh, and that really like annoyed me because I was like, are you shitting me? You know, you say the last name, you know, it makes it a lot different. You know, it makes it a lot like it's helpful to the person like you're calling, and she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, you bitch. So then like I would like, you know what? I'm just gonna use my Korean name. So like I would make people call me Sky, and if you don't know what my Korean name and how it sounds like, it's Hanu. Yeah, it's like Hanu. It sounds weird. Like the people pronounce it, it's gonna sound wrong. If you're not Korean, you're gonna probably, if you're pronouncing it right now, it's probably wrong. Um, but if you want my full Korean name, it's No Hanu. No is like row, which is my last name, but that's in Korean. So that is my last name, and I told you I majored in poli-sci now. I go to Azusa Pacific, so if you guys ever want to hit me up, go ahead. I don't really care. Love to meet people. I'm a people person. I love meeting new people because every person has like a unique personality. So it's really fun learning about you and talking to people. So hit me up. I'm not a rapist. Don't worry, or a pedo. I'm not gonna rape you. I'm not gonna like touch you in the no-nos. I'm just gonna say hi and then get to know you. And if you want to be my friend, you can be my friend. You know, hashtag no new friends. But yeah. What else? I'm Korean. My ethnicity is Korean American. I was born in America. My parents are both born from South Korea. My grandma, my mom's side grandma, which she called Wehamane, which is from my mom's side. I don't know how to pronounce. Like she would say, like not pronounce, but like I would say she's North Korean because the crazy story is during World War II time, a lot of North Koreans escaped from North Korea because of the war, and they crossed the border, which is that's what my grandma did. My mom's side, my Wehamane, she fucking crossed the border. But the crazy story is like, yeah, when I was crossing the border and shit, there's a lot of people, of course, like following along with her. She was in the North Korean, crossing the border, and then like she's like, yeah, I saw the American choppers above us, and they started shooting down on us. I'm like, damn. Like my grandma's like OG, like she fucking escaped that shit. I was like, oh my god, like imagine, I wouldn't be born if my mom wasn't like, if my grandma didn't escape, you know. But yeah, my dad's side is full Korean. Parents are full Korean. My mom's side grandma, my Weharuji, he's not here anymore. He died in a car crash. Yeah, sad story. I was young, but I remember one story where he was in the hospital with me, or he was in the hospital because of a car crash, and then he was all smiling, and then all of a sudden I never got to see him anymore. That's when I was really little, so it's not really affecting me too much. But yeah, and that's why I can never drive Mustangs. Mustangs I can never drive. It's because my grandpa used to drive a Mustang, and then my mom, because of that car crash and because of my grandpa's death, my mom is really scared of me driving a Mustang. So that's why I have a Honda Accord. Yes, a Honda Accord. I'm Asian. I like Asian cars. I'm not really super into cars, but yeah, I have that car. I would say I'm a really fortunate kid is because my parents are very fortunate of doing a lot of stuff for me. You can say I'm a bit spoiled, but not to the point where I don't like appreciate. Like I really do appreciate my parents doing. They sent me to Australia. If you guys didn't know, for sophomore second semester, I was at Australia. Yeah, Australia was fucking fun. So fun. I was at Australia, learning Australian stuff, learning the culture, learning about Aboriginals, which is pretty awesome. I love history too. Like history and poli-sci is my favorite thing. Law and history is my favorite thing. So I mean, like they both, they both work together. So that's really awesome. History because you learn about the past, which is really cool, and how it happened, how you can fix stuff, even though we never learn from our mistakes. So I mean, it just works like that. I really got off topic. Shit. I told you my age. Oh, I'm 20. My birthday is February 23rd, 1995. Yes, I'm 20. I'm going junior this semester. I'm not gay, okay? If you guys are like, Oh man, it's, like people like Melv, everyone who's in Gaesquad, we're not really gay. We just call it Gaesquad because it just happened that way. I don't know how. I forgot how it began. Oh yeah, I said gay a lot. Like I was like, oh man, you're so gay, gay, gay. Like that. This became a thing. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna make a squad called Gaesquad. So then we just made a squad Gaesquad and just happened to boom. So then Gaesquad was the shit. Dreams also Bay Squad, but you know, Bay is pretty gay. Gaesquad is the way. Yeah, hashtag Gaesquad. Spread the wave. Um, but yeah. Uh, Go to Zusa Pacific. What else do I have to tell you guys about? I live in a house. Yeah, I have two loving parents. I have one older brother. He's married. He's living in Hawaii because he's basing camp there for his off. No, he's done with office for his training. I think for the army. What else do I have to tell you guys about? My favorite color is sky blue. Yeah, it's ironic because my name is Sky. Yeah, yeah. I really like sky blue color. It's really cool. Music I like. Music I really don't have a music I don't like. I really like really old folk. Like if I had to pick, I really like jazz, but like I would listen to any music. Like I'm a really weird person because there's this if you're Korean and there's this genre called arya, I forgot how to pronounce it properly. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. It's like ARRANG. That's an American thing, but it's a really old Korean style. Like you hear like if you hear like Asian like Chinese music, you hear some weird sounds. It's kind of like that, but not really. Most likely not. But I really like that kind of music. I also like trot music. If you guys don't know what it is, you guys can Google it or YouTube it, whatever. It's a really old style. I'm really weird music styles, but I really like any genre to be honest. I just don't like the stupid like retarded ass songs that people listen to. So I mean, but any song I really like any genre. I really don't like super dislike any genres, but like each one has a unique kind of perspective that you can like focus on. If you guys didn't know, I also minor in music. I really like music. I played piano. I played piano when I was like 4 or 5, and I stopped at age 10 because it really got boring. I hate practicing. Practicing is like the one thing I didn't like. I hate practicing. So yeah, that never really like fully got to me. I'm not one of those super Koreans who fucking like play like Beethoven or Mozart or fucking Bach, like super like god tier like. So yeah, I like to play. Like I can read notes a little bit, but not too much. But I'm more of a memorizer. So if I like see things and if I play over again, I like my muscle memory is really good, so I get to memorize the stuff really well. So that works out for me. Which is really good to be honest. I really like people who play instruments because I get jealous that they're able to play such a beautiful song or beautiful music while I'm not. But like it's really cool because they really practiced hard for that shit, or they're really gifted with that shit. So I'm like, oh cool. What's my religion? I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian. My whole family's Christian. My mom used to be Buddhist, but that was back in the day when she lived in Korea with my grandma. But they're a Christian now. So I'm a Christian man, but I'm like more of a, how would you say? I'm more of a, I'm not really strict Christian. I would say I'm more of a lenient Christian. You know, I'm not perfect. No one's perfect. But my parents are really strict. My dad especially is really strict. So I mean, my family comes from a root of pastors, like my grandpa's side especially. My great great grandpa was a pastor, I think. My great 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 grandpa was a pastor. So it's a really lineage of pastors, but I'm not gonna become a pastor. I'm gonna become a lawyer because I really love to debate and argue. But yeah, how tall am I? I think I said how tall I was, right? I'm just gonna say it again. I think I'm around 6 foot, 6'1" if I want to be really be super fucking tall. That's really tall for an Asian. I'm the tallest one in my family. I'm taller than my brother. Ha 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 ha. He always beats me up for it, but it's okay. What's my other thing? Oh, what was my sport? high school I did football. High school I did football for freshman year, but then I had to move schools, so then I just focused on studying, which I was never good at. Too good at. I'm not like a super fucking smart ass Asian. I'm just like a normal human being learning and yeah, trying to survive in this world. So, yeah. So, fuck. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, football. I did football. Um, uh, Not really good at basketball. Never enjoyed tennis. Not even enjoyed track. I hated track. Oh, I did archery. Yes, I did archery. I did a lot of sports to be honest. I did taekwondo. I did fencing. I did yeah, I did fencing. I did kendo. I did a lot of shit to be honest. I was a really crazy kid. I did baseball. Baseball was fun. Oh my god, I was the best. I'm not gonna lie, I was the best fucking middle league player in the world. Um, but I did tennis. Oh, I did archery. My bad. Not tennis. Tennis is fucking hard. You have to have so much fucking stamina for that shit. I'm too big to do tennis, so I'm not gonna do tennis. Tennis was fun. No, what am I saying? No, I'm saying tennis. I didn't do tennis. Fuck me. Archery. I did archery for about 3 to 4 years, I think. I went to a lot of Olympic camps. It's because like at that point of archery, at that time I guess I was considered really good. So like the coach really wanted me to go to Olympic camp, which was in Colorado. Well, first Olympic camp I actually went to was Korea, which was fucking, oh my god, Korea. Like that's the first time I ever went to Korea, and I gotta say Korea's, oh my god, food is so good there. Like, you know, in America there's like no street vendor foods, not really. Like it's like if you there's street vendor foods, but it's like the Mexican cart ones, and you're like, oh, it's like tacos, burritos, and you're like, shit, I don't want that. But then like if you go to Korea, there's like a lot of stuff, and like I really like Korean food. Don't get me wrong, I like American food too, but like Korean is just like, it's just, if you give me Korean food compared to American, like fucking In-N-Out burger, I would eat the Korean food like no matter what, because Korean food is the best in my opinion. So I was eating Korean food in the street vendor, and it's really cheap too. It's like a fucking dollar for like, oh my god, for like this udon kind of thing, soup based kind of thing. And then there's like tteokbokki, which is like spicy rice cake, which is like, oh my god, it's so fucking spicy there. Oh my god, they're like, their level of spicy compared to here, you would die. Like really hot in American style, it's just like normal. It's not even normal. It's just like fucking basic for Koreans. Like my asshole was bleeding like from eating that. It was so fucking hot. Oh my god. Like I got hemorrhoids. I'm not gonna lie, I got hemorrhoids. And then like I stayed at my aunt's house, right? My aunt's house in Korea. When I was in the archery camp there. Before I went to the archery camp, I had a week there just to see what Korea is like and explore the life of a Korean citizen. So I went to my aunt's house, and then I was taking a shit, right? Taking a shit, doing my business, my man business, and all of a sudden my aunt comes in, right? She just bursts like, "Oh, you should press this button." And I was like, "What the fuck is this button?" And then like water shoots up my asshole. I'm like, "Dude, that's like the most unpleasant piece of shit that I ever have done." Like I felt that's like close to rape. Whoever designed that, it's just fucking weird, man. They like getting water shoved their butthole. That's just so fucking weird. But yeah, then that happened. And then I went to the archery camp. I met the Polish archery team, which they were really cool. And then, oh yeah, I bought a dog. I bought a dog for fucking $20. It was a flea market they were having. And then like we had free time because we've been training all fucking day. So we had free time, and I was like, oh, I want to go to the flea market. And then I was like, yeah, let's go to the flea market. I was like, yeah, let's go to the flea market. And then we went to the flea market. We're just sitting down, and then we're just like fucking talking. We're just like waiting for like transportation to come, and then we finally like the bus comes, and then we're there. And then we go to the flea market. We're like, oh, this is so cool. Everything's so like crazy, so busy, and like people are like selling clothing, food, like pets, like dogs. Like they're selling fucking dogs for like $20. I'm like, what the? They're selling bunnies. They're selling shitloads of stuff. And I saw these dogs. Oh my god, I love dogs. I love dogs. I don't have a dog myself because my parents are like, ugh, we don't want no dog. You know, my mom was like, I don't want a dog. You know, my dad's like allergic to the fur. I was like, fuck, I really want a dog. So then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy a dog. And I was like, Mister, how much is this dog? Like in Korean, of course. And he's like, oh, it's $20. I'm like, nigga, $20? I'm like, I'm taking that shit. So I bought a dog. I bought a dog. Oh, it's the worst dog I fucking had. Like, I love dogs, but that dog was like a piece of shit. Because legitimately, he was a piece of shit. It was a really like one of those like I don't know what kind of dog breed it was. It was like a mixed. It was $20, so I didn't really care what breed it was. I got a dog, and then we took it to the camp, and like coach was like, "Oh, you got a dog?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got a dog." And then he's like, "Cool, cool, you can keep it." Like he was really skeptical at first, like, "Oh man, you're not gonna train." I'm like, "No, no, no, I'll train. Don't worry. I'll take care of the dog too." And then like, oh my god, I named the dog Topo. I don't know why. I guess if I remember correctly, my Korean, it's been ages since I've used proper Korean. Topo means waterfall. And I was like, oh, waterfall, that sounds really cool, so I'll just name it Topo. And, well, Popo is, I think Popo is waterfall. I just named it Topo. I don't know why. In God's name, I was a little kid back then, don't judge me. I named it, and then it was a brown dog, I remember. It was a small brown dog. They were little puppies. And I was like, oh, so adorable, feed it, you know. And then we had to keep it in like this like round, like we didn't have a cage back then, of course, because we just got the dog for $20. So we had this huge fucking tub, like red tub, and then we just, like, you know, we poured like newspaper on the thing so the dog could rest, and put like water cleaner and shit like that. But then like that dog was so, oh my god, it would shit everywhere, like legit, it would shit everywhere and roll over it, and then I would have to wash it every day because it legitly was rolled like over shit, his own shit. I was like, nigga, keep yourself clean, stop rolling over shit. He's like, nah. In his mind, probably like, nah, bitch, I'm gonna make you clean me every day. I'm like, you fucking asshole. And then the cool thing was like, in Korea, there's this company called MBC. MBC, which is like a Korean station. I think it's the NBC American station here too, but I'm not sure about that. There's an NBC Korean station, and they're like, oh man, we're gonna do a documentary about archery, and your teacher, like our teacher, like my teacher, my coach back then, she was like the first gold Olympic winner for women's archery. Solo single, and I was like, oh, that's so fucking cool. And they're doing a thing about her, and then they started interviewing us. I was like, oh, that's so cool. And then I was like a little bitch back then. I was like, oh man, I'm so fucking like scared. I'm like, oh man, TV, I'm so excited, I'm fucking famous. But like I'll tell you what happens at the end of the fucking video, like what happens at the end after the recording. So then like those bitches were like, hey, we want to like, you know, record, or like we want to yeah, we want to record you, like, can you tell us like what's the main fundamentals about archery? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And I'm like a fucking 10-year-old kid back then. Remind yourself, I'm a 10-year-old kid. I'm just talking nonsense, like, yeah, I know I'm so fucking famous. It's like in my mind, I'm like, yeah, bitch, look at me. And then, you know, didn't really work out that way. Then I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And then there's this fucking dog, right? The dog disappears. Like the dog I brought from the store. I'm like, I was freaking. We're all freaking. Like, no, where the fuck's my dog? And then like we searched for hours, and the fucking camera crew people from the NBC, they come out of the fucking trailer like, oh, we have your dog. I'm like, you bitch, you literally searched for like 2-3 hours for that dog, and you guys had it. And I was about to flip out. Like, oh my god, it was horrible. And then that same day when it recorded us, hey, we're gonna do something, a segment special. And I was like, oh, a segment special. And they're like, the coach was asking for us, and then he's like, oh, we're gonna take up the mountains, and then we're gonna do some shit. And I was like, oh shit, something's gonna go down. Because Korean people, they like scary shit, and I'm like, and Korean scary compared to American scary, it's just like, Korean scary, it's like you never want to go to the fucking closet, or you never want to sleep by yourself for like a month or a year. Like American, like it's like, oh, you're scared for like a week, or like, oh, you're just over it. Like the max is a week. But like, when it comes to Korean or Japanese shit, you're just like, oh my god, I'm about to shit my pants. And you probably do shit your pants. I pissed my pants once before, but that's a different story too. But yeah, he made us climb us a fucking mountain. A mountain at like 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, you asshole. And then what they did beforehand, like they had this like machine where it made it rain. I'm like, oh, that's really interesting. It's like a machine, weather machine. So I was like, oh, it's raining, and they make it more scary. And then what they did was like put like props and like people dressed up as ghosts. And I was a little bitch back then. I would scream my fucking ass off. I was running, like there's this girl who was next to me. We walked up as a pair. Oh shit. We walked up as a pair, and then I was like, oh, okay, you know, I'll walk with you. I'm not that, in my mind, I was like, oh man, I'm gonna be like an OG person. I'm a fucking cool kid. And then, like, when it actually happened, I ditched her. I fucking ran. I booked it. I was like, fuck you. This is like my life. I'm not gonna deal with your shit. I fucking booked it. I ran like as fast as I could. I was like a really chubby kid back then. I was like, what, 150 pounds at the age of 10. I was like really fucking chubby. I was like about to explode kid back then. And I booked it. I went like so fucking fast. I was like, I'm like, oh my fucking god, I'm gonna die, help me. And then I fucking booked it. I like, oh my god, I was like Usain Bolt. Oh, what the fuck are my potions? I was like Usain Bolt, and I was like, oh my god, I made it. And then like, they all recorded it and put it on fucking TV, and I was like, you guys are assholes. You guys are the biggest assholes. Oh shit, I died. Alright, but then yeah, I'm like, you guys are the biggest assholes in life. I never want to deal with you ever again. And then after Korea, it was like my time was about to end. The coach was like, "Oh, it's good to have you here. I hope you guys can visit again." You know, the whatever they say shit. I'm like, yeah, if I like you enough, I'll visit. You know, this is joking, but like, you know, I was like, yeah, whatever, I'll visit you if I can. He's a really nice person. He was really nice to me, especially, and I really like that coach. So it's really nice to me. And yeah, so the coach was like, come visit again. I was like, yeah, sure. And I'm like, what are you going to do about the dog? And like, oh, dude, don't worry about the dog. I'll take good care of it. And I was like, okay, you know. In my mind, I was like, oh, they're going to treat the dog well. They're a nice person. He's a nice person. Fucking I learned about it, like, after I come back to America. It's like, oh yeah, like, after a couple of years, they fatten the dog and they eat it. And I was like, you bitch, my dog, my $20 dog, you ate it. Alright. And that's my story. Well, thanks guys for listening. I'll come out with more videos. Click that like and subscribe button. That would help a lot. And thank you guys. See you until next time.